All right, so let's get started here. Um, Let me get going live on TikTok, and then we'll get started here. I'll start looking at Bitcoin. Let me get set up here. Give me a few moments. Go over to the Bitcoin chart. Bitcoin is currently at $21,300. No, $21,100. Right now. I do want to get this to a white background. I don't like dark mode when I'm recording. So let me get set up here on TikTok and we should be good to go. All right, we are good. Gonna move the screen up a little bit so you guys can see it a little bit better. And right now, I think I said last Friday, so 3 days ago, that Bitcoin on the 4-hour chart and on any time frame looked bearish to me. You're in a rising wedge. You fell out of the rising wedge. You could definitely move that line down a little bit. I think I was looking at it on the daily chart. But you're still in a rising wedge. Breaks down 68% of the time. My measured move I had when I redrew it on live was $19,300. So that is and that's also where you had support. I had the support here before I drew this measured move. So 19,300 is very much on the table. It looks like we're probably going to go below 20K. I did say you had support here at 20,800. You got the bounce right at 20,800. I had this line drawn last live stream if you want to go back and look and double check what I did. But 20,800 is support. If you don't hold that, 20K is support, obviously. So I should have a line there. I'll have to put one there. And then also 19.3 is where the measured move is, and that's also where you have more support. I guess it's actually closer to 19.5. So 19.5 is where you have the next support. But 19.3 is a measured move. So I'm going to also put a support at 20,000. So those are the three lines to watch. 20,800, 20,000, and 19.5 is the next areas of support for Bitcoin. It's looking like we're probably going to test all those areas based on the stochastics. Daily chart on that is looking actually good to me, but then we go down to the 4-hour chart, and that is overbought, trying to get another rally, but overall we'll have to see if it made a I'm not convinced because it never got oversold, so it's probably going to curl back down here and continue lower on the 4-hour chart. And 1-hour chart did get almost overbought to 80 and is already curling down. So overall, it's looking like you can't get above this local high right here at $21,700, which was, so that's a new lower low, or lower high, I should say. So it is looking like 20,800 will happen again, probably later tonight. You're only $260 away from it right now. That's the next target for Bitcoin, is that level of $20,800. That would be the next target, and below that, like I said, 20K, and then 19.3 is my measure move, and you have support at 19.5. So that's the rundown for Bitcoin. That's kind of what it's looking like for Bitcoin to me right now, as far as that is concerned. So let me go over and open Bookmap Hub. That kind of shows where the liquidity is at right now on Bitcoin. So we'll load that, and if you guys have any requests, let me know and I can look at them. And we'll go from there. If you guys are joining and are not following me or subscribed, make sure you do that, and also hit this like button if you guys enjoy the live stream. So Bookmap basically shows you where the liquidity is or where the orders are on Bitcoin. So usually that's where the price ends up going. And I use that in conjunction with the RSI and the support levels, and of course the falling wedges and all that stuff, and rising wedges. So it's still loading. It takes probably about a minute to load it. Here we go. So you're going to see on this screen right here, that's kind of where the liquidity is at. Now we have to zoom out kind of to see what we're looking at. But wherever their line is the longest, like on this row right here, that's where the liquidity is. So right now it's looking like, if you guys see what I'm saying, there's a lot of liquidity at 15,000. But if we wanted to zoom in and see where the liquidity is for the current price action, you see a lot of liquidity down here at 20,000, which tells me we're probably going to go test that $20,000 support based on that. So yeah, that is looking pretty bearish to me, with the most liquidity being at 20,000. That confirms 20,000 is going to happen, and then 19.3 is also possible. Let's see. Yeah, you also have a lot of liquidity at 19,000 and a little bit at 19,250. So, and you have a little bit at 19,500 too. So overall, there's a lot more liquidity. You see up here, there's no orders, there's no sell orders up here, which means people think the price will fall lower, and there's a lot of buys down here. Overall, that's probably where the price is going to go, is at least to 20K, and possibly my target of 19,300 to 19,500. So that's Bookmap for you. I'm just going to exit that. So overall, my target for the next few days is 19.3 to 19.5. That would be the golden spot for me where I see Bitcoin going. So that's it for Bitcoin. If you guys have any other requests, let me know. I will quickly go over this. This actually was, if I just get rid of this really quick, there was a KuCoin pump and dump group I made a video about yesterday, but it went up 443% in 1 minute candle. So obviously it actually did happen. The price wick actually happened. I don't know how it happened that fast, but that's what happened. And it was not just a scam wick. It actually happened on KuCoin. On the other exchanges, on Coinbase, if you go look in the app, it doesn't even show it. But it did go up that much in 1 minute and then come back down. So really, you had no chance of ever buying that. That happened at 1300 or 1 p.m. So, and that's when they launched the coin that pumped. So, yeah, I would not be in that group. I'm in the group just to see what happens with it because it's kind of interesting, but I would not trade it unless you're planning on shorting it after it's pumped up. But overall, that's extremely high risk. But overall, if you did short it, you would have made a lot of money. So high risk though. So that's PMON. The market cap I think is between $5 and $6 million. It's probably closer to $5 million again. But when I looked yesterday, it was almost $6 million. And that was when it was close to $2. So yeah, it's probably close to $5.5 million right now. Is that it? Appreciate the follows, DGLA and King. If you guys are new, appreciate if you also hit that like button. That helps me out too. Why don't I talk more about Elon One? Alex asked. Well, unfortunately, so here's the rundown on this. They don't like the fact that I'm being brutally honest about Elon One, and that's unfortunate. But they don't like the fact that I'm calling them out and saying that they have delays, and they banned me on all of their Telegram groups. And every time I try to make a new account, they ban me on that. I don't know how they know if it's me or whatever. So I gave up with them. I do have friends that still hold it, but I don't really support the project anymore. I still think if it launches, I'll be interested in it again, but I'm not going to buy it anymore until I see something actually happen with it versus them just talking about it. So I'm not going to buy back into Elon One until they actually launch a product. I'm not going to speculate anymore that's going to happen this time or now because I think behind the scenes it's probably pretty much ready, or it is ready. The product they're going to launch, like Rocket Dash and the game, which is Rocket Dash, and the marketplace, I think it's all ready. I mean, they said they were going to launch it well over a year ago, and they haven't. So I think it's probably ready. I think what he's doing now, I'm not saying it was a year. I don't think the product was ready a year ago, but I do think it's ready now, or pretty much ready. But I think they're trying to wait. At least Astro, the dev, is trying to wait until the market conditions are better to launch. That's just my guess. But I also don't think that the core team. I think some people on the core team, like the two devs, I support them. I think they're doing great. But the core team itself, like beyond the devs, they're absolute idiots and they're immature and they don't know how to run a group. So I don't care if they hear this, but they're immature. So I don't think that banning someone because they disagree with what you're doing is the right way to do it. I'm not like, I'm not fudding them. I'm just saying I don't support how they're running. It's a business, right? So I don't support it, and it is what it is. I definitely have people that still own a lot of Elon One. My brother owns it. A friend owns it. He sold 2T the other day, but he was one of the top wallet holders. You can't. It's been over a year and you still haven't launched. I don't know. It's just, that is what it is. So, if you guys have any requests for coins, let me know. But overall, I'm bearish on Bitcoin right now. I'm looking for 20,000 to happen in the next few days. So that pretty much dictates the market. Market is probably going to go down in the next couple of days. It just probably is. And look at this. I mean, you can call it what you want. Maybe it's not. But look, there is a possible head and shoulders happening on Bitcoin that I just saw right now, which is extremely bearish pattern on the daily chart. So that's not bullish. So head and shoulders break to the downside 70% of the time. So overall, that to me that's not bullish, right? So I'm looking for 20K and then 19,300 to 19.5 before we see any sort of bounce. And even then, it's possible you go down to 17K. But that's the next target for Bitcoin is 19,300. And when we get down there, I can reevaluate it if it still looks bullish or if it still looks bearish. And if it does, then we can look for new targets to the downside. If it looks bullish, then we can look for prices to the upside. But we can't know what's going to happen until we get to those price levels. But I'm looking for 19,000 to 19,500 in the next few days based on what I'm seeing in the charts. You're getting overbought on the higher time frames, and you got head and shoulders now on the daily chart for Bitcoin. So that's kind of the rundown of the market right now. I mean, we can look at other coins, but the other coins are going to be bearish as long as Bitcoin is bearish. So I can't tell you if I think Bitcoin is going to $12,000 because we don't know until we see the price action. Right now, the price action is telling me we go to 19.5, so I believe that's what's going to happen. But I haven't seen the price action telling me that we're going to go to $12,000, so I don't believe that's going to happen. I think it's on the table, but I'm not going to say it's more likely than not because I haven't seen the price action that tells me that will happen. I think it's on the table. I think it's possible, but I'm not going to say one way or another if I was betting on it that's going to happen. I think personally, short term, it's better for you to be in a short than a long. It's that simple, at least until 19.3, 19.5. And I kind of was looking, I don't know if I called it on here or anything, but I saw the top here. I think you're in a rising wedge, and I saw the top, whatever it was, not 64K. It's way down here. I saw the local top, at least recently, when it went up to almost 25K. And I thought, it looks like we're going to dump. I didn't think we'd dump like this, like down to 20K or whatever, but I don't know if I did call the rising wedge low the other day, although we weren't at 24K. But I think 12K is on the table. It's possible, but I'm going to say that it's going to happen more likely than not. Like, do I think 12K or 30K is more likely? See, that I would probably say 12K, but I really thought when we were at 17K that was low, and it might still be the low. We could go for a double bottom or higher high here, higher low, I should say, at 19.3. That's possible too, but anything's possible. So the software I'm using right now, this is OBS. So that's what I use to stream YouTube. But then when I just record videos, just for my videos that aren't live streams, I go up here and I click on Vimeo. Vimeo record is what I do, and then I just hit start recording, and then it records my voice and the screen. So, and that's, I thought it was free, but I got charged. It's like $90 for the year. It's $7, I believe, a month, plus tax. So, but $7 isn't much really, because I enjoyed doing it. So I use Vimeo and OBS. So, with that being said, guys, I appreciate the likes, Thomas. With that being said, guys, there's no more requests. I'm going to wrap it up, make it pretty quick. I just want to do the market rundown. I will be back live on Friday. For right now, it's going to be 4:30 p.m. Central Time. If that changes, I'll let you know, but I will be live sometime Friday afternoon or evening. So be on the lookout for that. If you guys want to know exactly when I do it, I will let you guys know in the Telegram group a little bit before. And with that being said, guys, that's all I got. Bitcoin looks bearish to me. I don't know what's going to happen with the Ethereum merger, but I do think, at least short term, Bitcoin does not look bullish to me. I don't know when Ethereum merger was going to happen. I thought it was going to happen a long time ago. So I don't know. I think it's just going to keep getting delayed. So we'll see what happens. But that's what's happening. So. I don't think it's gonna. I think it's gonna be delayed again. But that's just what I'm thinking. So, yeah. So with that being said, guys, I'm gonna end the YouTube live stream right now.